Kelsey, good to see you.
Hi, good to see you too. How's it going?
Going all right. Hey, how you been holding up? What I've seen of you, it looks like you and your husband and life's been okay. You've been doing your best and hanging in.
We have, yeah. I think we've kind of gone through the full emotional roller coaster of this year, but yeah, trying to find silver linings and luckily able to do stuff like this that's been keeping me occupied and a little busy.
Looking great. How often do you get to look like this and dress up like this and look like you're
Uh,
doing special?
I mean, it kind of reminds me that I'm like still a human. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I just like wake up and I don't change out of my sweatpants, and I'm like, oh yeah, I sometimes I just need to hold myself accountable, make sure that I can still pull it together. You know what I mean? So today's refreshing.
Very good. Well, congrats on this. How exciting is this to be part of this, to have this show? How new of an experience?
I mean, it's something that was so unexpected when Apple came to me. I was so flattered that they thought of me for this. I love music so much, and before I had the opportunity to be an artist, I was a fan, and I'm still a fan. I protect my inner fangirl, and this is like the perfect avenue to be able to just like release my inner fangirl. So I've had so much fun doing the prep work for this, and especially over the last few months, like just diving into music and having the real time to be able to. It's been a real treat.
And talk about your dream guest. I saw you mention Reba. What are you looking forward to with her? Is she a done deal? Who else are you looking forward to having?
So Reba's not a done deal, but I'm just putting it out there. I'm manifesting that that's going to happen. But basically, each show is kind of themed after one of my songs. So the first show is called Overshare. It's track one on my new album, Kelsea. And so the whole show is themed off of songs that have no filter. And so I'm wanting to put together a show called Legends after my song Legends. And I would love for Reba to be the guest on that show because she's a legend. Do you get it? And so I'm hoping for that. But the guest will kind of fit into the themes of each show.
How excited are you to meet new people, new artists maybe you haven't spent any time with or haven't had a chance to meet at all?
I mean, so excited. I get really nervous around people I'm a fan of, so I have to brush up on my interview skills, but I'm really excited.
And talk about other people that have these shows. You're sharing the spotlight now with Shania, with Carrie Underwood, with Gaga. You guys are all have new shows. How great to be in that family with these great artists.
It's incredible. I mean, I'm obviously such a fan of Carrie and Shania and Gaga and everyone that's a part of this. And I think for me, it's really cool as probably the newest artist that has a show to be able to give my perspective as the new kid on the block.
How great has the country community been during this time of support? It's an election year. There's been protests. There's been the pandemic. How great has the small community of country artists been in terms of bringing each other up and lifting everyone together?
I think it's been an incredibly difficult year. I think it's been an incredibly important year. And I think that the more people are able to use their platforms for what they believe in and to spread their truth and their light and stand up for what's right, I think it's always important. So I think it's been really cool the last few months to see country music really do that.
How excited are you for the ACMs and your nomination and what that show is going to look like? It's going to be a different kind of year, but what are you looking forward to?
I'm excited to just sing. It's been too long. Yeah, I'm really excited. I am always flattered to be nominated, but to me, the performance is the award. So I get to sing Hole in the Bottle, my new country single, and there's a lot happening between now and then. So it will not be what you think it will be, but I'm very excited.
Very good. Well, what are you looking forward to most then for this next fall season with a lot? Seems like there's a lot happening as you're alluding to. It looks like we're going to be seeing more of you and doing more things. How excited are you about these special things you're alluding to?
I mean, I think that it's been really fun to kind of get creative in the last few months and figure out, since touring is still a question mark, being able to figure out what can I be doing to keep working on music and keep moving forward and keep sharing stuff. And this has come along, this amazing opportunity with Apple, and other things have come along as well. So this is the first of many fun things.
Very cool. And that said, how excited are you for the day when you'll be back out there with the fans, and how important is that to you, and how hard is it not doing that?
I spent the last year and a half making a record that I imagined every sound on the record and every lyric on the record on stage connecting with people through. And so putting it out when we did and not being able to launch the tour that we had planned with it, it's a little heartbreaking, honestly, but it's still amazing being able to be online and Twitter and now TikTok. I don't know. Am I too old for TikTok? We don't know. But it's nice to be able to still get on those avenues and see people still discovering the music and connecting through it. So there's always, when there's a will, there's a way. And I also think this has really taught me, I used to be so obsessed with every time I tour, it has to be bigger, it has to be glitzier, there has to be a hydraulic lift next to her, like all this stuff. And I still love all that, but I also think that it's really reminded me that that none of that is what it's about. Like, it's really about being able to have the exchange of energy and exchange of emotion with people through this gift of music. So I think that's kind of been a good leveling lesson for me.
And it must be good knowing this is a special album and an important album for you, having that connection now still with the fans and having it still find its audience must feel really good, knowing that this will live on now for months and take on a new life, even maybe next year when you get to tour.
Yeah, I mean, the only song on this album that I've really gotten to sing live is Homecoming Queen. I think I sang Hole in the Bottle once. So it'll be a real treat to see this album that's been out for however many months. When I actually get to tour again, people might know it.
Very good, very good. And just a message of, what do you want to tell everyone about a message of hope, message of music, just to get through this time? People look to you for inspiration.
Oh, man. I mean, let yourself feel how you feel, because I think it's important to kind of be honest with yourself and not shove stuff down, but also reach out when you're feeling lonely, because we're not alone in this. Everyone's walking it paralleled. And so, don't be scared to call your friend and ask for help if you need it.
Thank you for watching. If you want more extra, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll never miss a video.